process, we focus on refining harvested honey. Jackie Wambiru takes us through this. Have a look.
In recent past, there have been reported cases of highly adulterated honey that could have serious health implications as well as economic consequences. Well, this week on The Process, we take a look at how honey is processed. A fresh batch of harvested honey is received from farmers and various suppliers.
We do some tests for if there is any adulteration in the honey.
Here, the honey is taken through a number of quality assurance tests that check, among other things, the presence of commercial sugars, moisture content, color.
So when it turns red like this, your honey is not good for human consumption, and we reject that. But if it retains its color like this is good. And also, we have our refractometer. We do check the moisture content. And the required moisture content is between 13 and 22%.
Depending on where and how the honey was harvested, it contains varied properties.
The reason why we have different colors of honey depends with the vegetation where the bees foraged the nectar and pollen. Also, what can determine the color is mode of harvesting. If you harvest poorly, poor processing methods can affect the taste of the honey and the color. If you over smoke, maybe your honey could have been light, it will be darker. But the main reason for color in the honey is where the bees forage the pollen and the nectar and the region. We can have black, we can have white. It depends on the vegetation and the season of harvest.
Once the testing is done, the honey is then weighed in preparation for the warming process.
When you finish your processing in the warmer, it cuts some certain kgs because of the dirty present in the honey. So the reason is that you should know, when doing your records, you should know how many kgs you have lost from the warmer, and during packaging, you have to lose also.
The honey is then transferred into a warmer where it is heated up for 4 hours at certain temperatures between 40 to 45 degrees centigrade.
The purpose for warming the honey is to lengthen the crystallization process. And crystallization it occurs when the glucose content is higher than the fructose.
After warming, the honey undergoes the filtration or sieving process.
After the 4 hours, we filter or we sieve to separate the molten wax, impurities, the dead bees present in the honey. Then we get the pure honey, which is clean for human consumption. Then we allow it to settle.
It then undergoes the cooling process where it is allowed to settle for a period of 48 to 72 hours.
During cooling period, the top cream settles at the top, while some dust settles at the bottom. So we allow it to settle before packaging and remove the top cream before packaging.
After cooling, the honey is now ready for packaging. After packaging, labeling, sealing takes place, rendering the product ready for distribution. There you have it, refined honey. Jackie Wambiru, The Process.